Hello, beautiful people, as always. So, I am back in the Holy My Parents' Basement podcast, your favorite podcast that you didn't know you needed, but you fucking do, okay? You do, okay? Because what else are you gonna do? Watch animals fucking shit the floor? I mean, maybe. You could probably watch that before or after this, because 24 hours in a day. But either way, not the point. You should focus on this because you love this. So I'm happy to be back where you see the acoustic panels going nice and well. The new chair, hopefully angle is wise, because I felt like doing standing today just because, I want that standing ovation. Alright, I'll go fuck myself. But either way, excited to be here and tell you some quick story times. So that way you have a fun blast because we're back in my parents' basement and now it's warm. Yes, the muscles, they're out and about. The booty's popping. Alright, let's calm down. Alright, it's not that type of show, okay? Unless someone gives me enough money, then maybe. But we're back because I felt like taking a break until it was warmer just because it was just a pain dealing with a lot of guests. And New York snow and rain and all that. It is gross. But luckily, we're going to be back stronger than ever, even though I'm just doing this one solo. But without further ado, I'm going to dive into some stories that happened lately that people were like, you got to talk about this. You got to fucking talk about this. Talk about it. So, lately, there's been a lot of misunderstanding with me talking to people. And not even when I'm sarcastic, but just normal shit, which fucking blows my mind. So one of them, I'm in the acting conservatory aside from my real work. So they have a main building and then another building they share with a lot of casting companies and all that jazz. So I was submitting work for a casting company. And in this shared building, I'm like, oh, that's so funny and convenient that one of these companies that was requesting material for me back and forth, they're there. So I'm like, oh, when they look, calm and not busy with things, I'm like, let me just ask them in person. So I go by the door, didn't just immediately walk in. I knock, I'm like, hey, quick question. I've been emailing back and forth with you guys, over a work project. Can I possibly just ask you something in person by any chance? If not, I'll stick to the email. I don't want to, overstep boundaries or whatever. And they're like, yeah, no worries. Come on in and whatever. Explain the whole thing. Super simple. Beautiful. But apparently there was someone by the front desk that I guess is a piece of shit. Because they could have directly spoken to me, but they didn't know who the fuck I was, but they just know I was associated with the conservatory. So I guess they were like, yeah, you got a tall motherfucker with toned muscles, a juicy ass, and beautiful hair. And gorgeous blue eyes. Their words, not mine. But either way, the school's like, oh, what do you think you're doing, soliciting? I'm like, whoa, calm down. First of all, that is a wild accusation. I'm like, no. I didn't even show it to them, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can show you work emails. I am talking with that company. I'm like, this is a prior work relationship that I just saw they were free, and I thought better to just ask a question in person. And they invited me in. I did not barge in. And they're like, oh, that does sound normal. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that was clearly a misunderstanding. So it's just funny how, me being accused of something totally normal could have been avoided. Obviously, nothing happens to me because I did nothing wrong, but it's just I hate when you're accused of shit when you're in the fucking right. It's annoying. Oh my god. But whatever. All good. But now the funny thing I was going to dive into is this misunderstanding that, again, both these stories happened within the last 2-3 weeks. Pretty fucking recent. It's crazy. We all know there's a common term oh, you have the itis, inflammation. When you overeat and you're like, oh, I'm knocked out from the itis. Or some people are like, oh, I'm in a food coma. Or oh, I got a food baby. Totally normal. I fucking put on my story, I don't even know how long ago, but I guess I had all-you-can-eat sushi and I'm like, oh man, this food baby is kicking. That was it. And someone's like, are you making fun of pregnant women, you fucking dipshit? Whatever, they're going on a whole rant. And I'm like, whoa, time out, what are you talking about? And they're like, somehow they never fucking heard this before. And I was in my mind, thinking oh, am I actually in the wrong? I was like, you know what, let me go ask other females, hey, did this term, get fucking, not banned, but whatever, now it's not socially acceptable. And they're like, no, it's still pretty normal. We know it's not making fun of pregnant women. I'm like, oh, thank you. Say this to the girl back. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I just asked it. And they're like, no, fuck you. fuck them. And then also proceeds to call me the F word. Not fuck, but F-A-G-G-O-T. Which, to me, is funny, just because this person works in the fashion industry, primarily with a lot of gay men as well. And I'm just like, oh, so you care about pregnant women, but then like you do like a homophobic slur. You know, I'm like, that's just so fucking moronic to me, you know? Like, it's one thing if someone is part of a group and says a word to the other. Like, for instance, tons of black friends to each other are always saying the N-word. Even if it's GA, and I'm like, alright, I can't say that. Whatever. You know, it is what it is. But I'm not going behind my back to say that, because it's fucking retarded. And even the word retarded, some people, oh, you can't say it. I'm like, alright, well, technically, neurodivergent, I was called that all my life. Like, I feel like there's also ways to separate. Like, for retarded, I think of people that should know better and are just acting like dipshits. Whereas people that are neurodivergent or, you know, have any mental or learning disabilities, all that jazz, I'm like, yeah, disabilities, you know, like, like, it's common sense, people. It's fucking common sense. Like, again, thankful, for some reason, a lot of my following is Caribbean and West African. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. But I would never then go behind my back and be like, oh, well, they don't know, let me say the N-word. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. So again, this person working with gay people went out of their way multiple times to call me that F-word. And I'm just like, I'm not even cursing back. I'm just responding like, alright, yeah, whatever you want. Like, because to me, it's ridiculous. And again, I'm not going to say their name, because I don't need to get someone fucked over, because, whatever, hopefully karma's real. But it's just, like, hilarious to me, where I'm like, how you can't try to uplift one group and then shit on another. Like, that just doesn't fucking make sense. But whatever. Clearly this person is retarded. So, that's great. I don't know, I was just like losing my fucking mind. Like, there's no way I'm in the wrong. Because, again, I knew I fucking wasn't. And everyone else was like, yeah, no. So, yeah, there we go. And it's funny because I worked with them on multiple occasions. Definitely not anymore, which is great for me. But whatever. So, yeah, it's also, I think the funny, annoying part is, though, like, most of you won't know, but a lot of people, after seeing some of my content, especially because some of it included them, follow them. So I'm like, this is funny and ironic. Because now they're probably wondering, like, oh, who can it be if we follow them too? But whatever, doesn't matter. But I decided to be funny petty. Again, not cursing, but I was like, when it was Mother's Day, I was like, oh, happy Mother's Day. I'm probably blocked, but either way, it was just funny to me because I was like, let me just get in this small little, like, suck my dick comment in. But yeah, story of my life. Now, one moment where I was being sarcastic, where I'm like, alright, let me try to explain this, because I was, like, when I'm tired, my sarcasm goes to a whole new level where I, like, will be deadpan and do that shit. And one of them was like, you know, scene work. After I did normal work, I then had to go to the conservatory. And someone's like, oh, can I go before you? I have like a birthday party. I was so committed to this bullshit bit in my head where I was like, I don't know, like, is your friend hot? Like, you gotta show me. And they're like, what? And like, okay. And they started pulling out their phone, showing me their Instagram. I was like, yeah, you could follow him and everything. And I'm like, all right, I get, like, you gotta make it work. I probably will unfollow that person because, again, I haven't actually met them or whatever. Literally only follow them off this bullshit moment. And then at the end, like, it kind of clicked to me where I'm like, all right, like, I am taking this bit too far. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry, by the way. Like, I'm kidding. So, yeah, because it got to a point where people in the hallway were like, wow, like, you're really going after this. I was like, then after I'm like, all right, yeah, like, let me not look fucking psychotic, okay? Like, I'll look psychotic in my humor and bullshit like that, but, like, I was like, if my sarcasm humor is, like, too dark where not too many people realize it's just straight up sarcasm, like, all right, that's too much. Like, I like doing mind fucks with my sarcasm, but, like, not where it's, like, too believable. So I was like, this might be a problem. But, yeah, learned my lesson. Oh my god. Actually, also with the conservatory, different day. Again, I don't know what it is. Like I do bullshit, fucked up humor with everyone. This is the one time where I should have done the bullshit humor, but I went more wholesome humor, and then someone was like, what the fuck did you say to me? Basically, someone sneezed, and I was like, wow, that is a wholesome sneeze. Because it almost sounded like a little fucking mouse, like going, achoo, like, you know, like fucking Pikachu, like, ha, Pika. You know, like, and they were like, I guess they took it as like, I'm like basically calling them a bitch, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, you can be tough and like do a fucking soft sound. Like if I fucking giggle and I sound like a small child, like it's fucking wholesome. Even if I could beat your ass, you know, it's just that part alone. So that's why it's funny because immediately they're like, hey, you don't know me like that. I was like, whoa. I was like, you want me to start off with wild shit? Like I was trying to keep it easy. And everyone else in that whole room I was fucking around with, like, back and forth laughing and all that. So I was like, oh, this just got tense for no reason. So I was like, you know, let me just leave this out. And then afterwards I was like, hey, my bad. Which again, I realize like apologizing means nothing. But like I try to apologize if I generally am like, oh, I don't want to offend someone. Because it's not my thing. Comedy, I don't want to be a dick. I want others to laugh. So if they are upset, I'm like, all right, my bad. But they were not having it. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'll still be friendly where I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? Even though like I can tell they don't give a shit. But I'm like, all right, like if I need to be around you for work related or this related, then I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna be friendly. Like unless you really piss me off, then I'll just pretend you don't exist. But learned my lessons. So silly, David. Don't say bullshit comments to everyone. God, especially females, because a guy, worst case, they get hostile, and they try to fight me. I'm fine, but like, girl, I'm like, oh, they're mad at you. I can't do shit about it, and I kind of am just there, like, well, I'm fucked because when I can't yell back, then I just look more like an asshole. Especially if there's such a big height difference and size difference, then I look like a fucking monster. Like, get over here. So yeah, there's that. Alright, everyone, I think we're done for this story time. I wanted to keep this short and brief, but I feel like my rambling was taking wild turns. So stay beautiful, stay happy, and above all, don't forget to tune in to more My Parents' Basement, your favorite podcast with the sexiest curly-haired host with rippling muscles. And yeah, that's it. I love you all. Stay happy, stay beautiful. Oh, wait. Ooh, look at me.